So guys, the first application I'm going to show you called Reduction Improver. So this is the application interface, guys. So I have created this interface with the help of Streamlit. Streamlit is a Python package. With the help of that, we can create a web application, okay? And you can see it is running on the local host. You can also deploy this application, okay? It is also possible. I will also show you the deployment, okay, later on. So see, the previous application we created, the level 1 application, there we didn't have any kinds of user interface. So I had to execute the project from my terminal itself. But let's say you are sharing with your manager, or let's say your client, so that time they don't have the, let's say, Python environment and all, so they want to, let's say, use your application. That time what to do? So guys, this is the interface I created with the help of Streamlit. Streamlit is a Python framework. With the help of that, we can create a web application without writing any kinds of HTML and CSS code. In case, you can also use Flask, okay? If you want to, let's say, use Fast API, Django, you can use anything. I will also show you some of the application we'll be also creating with the help of this one, actually, Fast API, even Flask as well. So this is the interface. So here, first of all, you have to pass your OpenAI API key, because in the backend I'm using OpenAI model, and why, I think I already told you. And here you have to give the draft text, okay? That means the text you want to, let's say, rewrite. That means, let's say you have one email, or let's say any kinds of text. Let's say you want to rewrite that particular let's say text in a formal way, or let's say informal way, let's say in American English or British English, okay? You can do it. So here I have created a drop down. So here you can select the tone, okay, tone of that particular, let's say, text. And here you can select the dialect. That means in which let's say language you would like to take that particular, let's say, text, okay? Or it's American or a British one, okay? Now let me show you how this application will work. For this, I'm going to paste my OpenAI API key. Okay, so this is a password kinds of interface I have created, so that nobody can't see that, okay? Now here you can pass the text. So here what I can do, I can copy some text from the internet. You can copy any kinds of text, any kinds of email, it's up to you. So let's say this is the text I have given, okay? Now let's say I want to write this particular text in a formal way, okay? In a, let's say, a British, okay, British, let's say, language. Now let's try to see. Now see guys, this is the formal and British actually region text I got. Now you can also check, let's say I want in a informal, okay? See, automatically it is executing. So guys, you can see this is the informal way. Okay, so this is the application actually I have created, okay, with the help of level 2 architecture. Now let me show you the code implementation. So here is the code, guys, and how to set up the project. I already told you. First of all, create an environment, activate it, and set up all the requirements, okay? Inside requirements, I have added Streamlit, LangChain, and LangChain OpenAI, okay? Now I already have done it. So here you can see, guys, I have created the environment and I already activated, okay? And to execute this project, you have to execute this main.py. For this, you have to execute this command. So Streamlit run main.py, okay? Streamlit run main.py. So if you do it, so what it will do, it will open up that particular application in a browser, okay, like that. Okay, now here you can pass any kinds of text. Let's say here I've given a demo text. I can copy, and here I can paste. Let's say I want to do in a formal way. Okay, see, okay, that's how you can rewrite that particular text, and you can change the tone and everything. Now let me show you the code walkthrough. So most of the code I think you are already familiar with. See, here I have imported all the necessary library, and here I have created my prompt template. Now you can read the prompt template. So below is the draft text that may be properly poorly worded. So your goal is to properly redact the draft text, convert the draft text into the specific tone, and convert the draft text into a specific dialect. That means tone, in which tone you need, and the dialect, that means in which language you need it, okay? Then here I have given some example, that means few short prompt, okay? You can see, and here I've given the input, like that means draft, tone, and dialect. That means these three input, draft, tone, and dialect, okay? Now here I created the prompt template, and this particular function will load the OpenAI model. You can see I'm passing the OpenAI API key. The API key actually I'm passing in the box, okay? So I'm accepting, and here I'm just passing it. So it will initialize the OpenAI model, okay? Then after that, I'm setting the page header, okay? You can see rewrite your text, okay? So here is the page header. So this one and this one, okay? So if you want to set the page header with the help of Streamlit, you have to write like that, st.set page config and header. Got it? Then here I'm creating two column, okay? Why creating two column? Because if I show you, so here if I show you, so see, this is one column and this is another column. That means left column I'm just writing rewrite your text in a different style, this one, and the right column I'm just giving my social media link. You can say subscribe to GS with Bappy. Okay, now here I'm taking one markdown. That means here people will pass the OpenAI API key. So here's the markdown. Okay, enter your OpenAI API key. So here people will pass the OpenAI API key. Then how to take the OpenAI API key? So for this I have created this function. So you can see I'm taking text input. That means this is the text input. Okay, and I'm setting it to the password type. Okay, you can see it's a password type. Okay, then I'm calling this particular function and it will give me OpenAI API key. Okay, that's it. Now here I'm creating another markdown. Enter the text you want to rewrite. Okay, this one. Enter the text you want to rewrite. Okay, and then I'll be creating a text box again. So you can see I'm creating this text box again. Again, it's a text type text box. Now again I'm creating this particular function object. Then here I've written another actually logic. I'm checking the length of the text you are providing. Let's say if your let's say sentence is having more than 700 word, that time actually it will stop, because you need to only give less than actually maximum of 700 word. Okay, not more than that. If you want to, let's say, take more than that, you can also remove this particular logic. It's up to you. Okay, then I'm creating again two column. Okay, one is for the formal or informal, that means tone, and another for the dialect. Okay, this one. So this box and this box. Okay, now finally I'm just creating my application. Rewrite your text. So here you can see this is the output, and here is the final logic. So first of all, I'm checking whether people has given any draft input or not. That means this input or not. Okay, if people have given this input, I'm checking the OpenAI API key. They have provided the OpenAI API key or not. If they're not providing, I'm giving one warning. Then I'm loading my LLM. I'm preparing the prompt, and all the input I'm passing one by one. That means your option, tone, open dialog, and draft input. Then I'm passing to the LLM. Okay, LLM is giving the, let's say, response, and this response I'm writing, okay, in the output console. So this is the simple application I created, okay, with the help of Streamlit and with the help of our level 2 architecture. Got it? So very simple. Just go through the code and try to execute in your system. You will be able to understand. So now let's see any other application, okay, we can implement with the help of level 2 architecture.